G'day guys, welcome to another layout. This one is a Christmas one. I absolutely love how this came out. Look, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't feeling very well when I was scrapbooking these, and this was done several days ago. So I'm refreshing my mind with you as I'm going through and voiceovering. So don't worry, nothing super wrong with me, just a virus, not the virus, just a virus, you know, the usual thing. Jumps up and grabs us all. This is what happens whenever look, I'll let you know, most of you know this anyway. I've got fibromyalgia and rheumatoid arthritis, and I've got to tell you, sometimes I just push myself too hard and then my body just says, you're going to stop now. And that's all it is. So it's no big deal. No harm, no foul. Just need a couple of extra nanny naps and I'll be fine. So, I'm scrapbooking some photos a photo that I took of my girls and my very last daycare child that I ever had, and who has now graduated high school. Can you believe that? My goodness. I can't believe my last daycare child is now no longer even in school at all. Yes, I feel old. Anyway, so I have just distressed the edges of some black cardstock, and it's just flat, no texture to it. I'm just adding some texture paste to this, and I haven't added any color to it. I'm just adding some brickwork. I'm on purpose. It's not straight, okay? I don't want solid bricks. I just want a brick-esque sort of look. And I got to be honest, guys, I think it was because I wasn't feeling well, but now looking at it, it actually excites me and I want to go and do it again and do it with a clear head, because I really did like how it turned out. But I think I would have preferred it if I had have gone back and I had have done maybe an extra piece down the bottom. I think that would have balanced it a little bit better, and I think that's where I was coming unstuck. Sorry, I have one of my chihuahuas in here and she's wanting to go outside, but there's a storm coming and we've got a humdinger of a storm coming, and unfortunately I have said, no, you're not going outside right now. So she wants to go out, but I don't want to let her out because she can just stay inside for a bit because they freak out when there's a storm. So I'm using the Echo Park Paper Co. Gingerbread Christmas 6x6 paper pad, and that's giving me, I've got to tell you guys, is everyone else as excited as I am for Christmas this year? I don't know what it is. Last year was, I'm going to say this cryptically, all the mums and dads out there know that there's only so many years that you have, right? Okay, I'm going to say it like that. And this year is our first of the new Christmases. And I don't know what it is, but I'm really, really excited this year. Really excited. Now, I am going to use my color shifting mica powders. These are the mica powder. I have made a video of me making these, which is not as clunky as my original video, so it sort of flows a lot better and it makes more sense. So if you want to know how to make up these mica powder pastes / paint, I call it a paint, but I do have, you know, air quotes going. What am I doing right now? This is an alcohol marker. I am just colouring in patches. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I thought it would give me a difference with the color shifting mica powder. I thought that's what it would do. Did I like it in the end? No, I did not. Is it something that I wish I had done differently? Maybe it would have been better if I had have just completely covered the words, all of the words, with the black. I really wasn't a super big fan. But I did end up going over it twice. And the reason I went over it twice is because, as you can see, it's quite translucent. But depending on whether you go, the angle that you're looking on, it's hard to explain, but while it's wet, it's different. But I did this and then I decided to make the decision. Sorry. Do you want to shut the door so I can keep voiceover? Sorry, Taylor's just walked in, guys, by the way.
Hi.
If you want to shut that, and Dory wanted to go out.
Okay, yeah, the storm's almost here too.
Awesome. Okay, thanks. Sorry, guys, that was a bit of an interlude. Sorry about that. We're back. Now I have Gizmo and Lexi in here with me. So, and Dory has gone outside, and that is all good. Now, you can see there, I show you that the mica powder doesn't come off. And look, hindsight, I wish I had have gone over the letters. It looks fine. It really does. It looks great on the layout. But I wish I had have gone over the entire letter with the black, because I was hoping it would give me kind of like a leopard print. You know, when you sort of see them on different angles, they look like they've got more spots than others. That's the look I was going for. Did it work? You be the judge of that. You tell me. Pass or, yeah, give it another try. You know, maybe you should try that again, or I don't know. I don't know. I think when you look at it on the actual layout, it looks fine. But it was just messing with my head a little bit. And you can see me tapping here because, as I said, I wasn't feeling real well. And I knew where I wanted this to go, but I wasn't sure that it was going to end up there. I was a little bit concerned. If you're new to my channel, howdy doody. I am not a stick and plonk scrapbooker. I don't normally buy all the ephemera, all the stickers, all the bits and pieces, and then use them solely on the layout to create that's not how I usually scrap, okay? But I have been challenged to give that sort of scrapbooking a little bit of a go. So on this one, and I have been asked several times to show how to create clusters, and I'm up for that. I'll show you how to make clusters. So that's what I decided to do on this page. Now, I have pulled out the ephemera pack from the same collection, which is the Echo Park Gingerbread Christmas ephemera pack. And typical Karen style, can't just pull it out and stick it down. Can't do that. That just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for my brain. So I trimmed the edges off the Christmas tree because I'm not a huge fan of the big wide white, the border. I'm not a fan of that. So I like it to look a little bit more put together. You can see here I'm cutting out the old Christmas stocking because I didn't want them. You can see there's beautiful things on this ephemera. It's just not in a way that I scrapbook now. Years gone by, when I was doing creative memories 20 years ago, and stickers were the rage. Everything was stickers, stickers, stickers. I still have stacks of them. I just don't use them. I let my kids use them now. But I just don't scrap like that. But I like how this one comes together in the end. We just have to go over a few hills and valleys, you know, and stick with me. It works. So with this particular piece, I just cut the frame and I cut the center out so I could kind of slide it over the top like that. So there's a different way of using the ephemera that's the same. You're still using it how it's intended, but you've kind of created a paper clip with it. And I stuck it on the extra border that simply popped off the Merry and Bright one. And it pulls it together. Now the gingerbread house, this is where I'm going to explain where I have issues with sticking and plonking. I can't do things that are out of scale. It messes with my head too much. I can't do out of scale. So the stocking is okay because you're looking at the kids and it's, yep, I can do that. The house, I couldn't do that. It's just that it didn't work for me. So then I decided, find all these little gingerbread men and cut them out. Yes, they're tiny. Yes, they're fiddly. But with the Tim Holtz mini snips, it just makes light work of it. Honestly, it is fantastic. And they are brilliant. And then I just glue these little gingerbreads down. They are the cutest little guys. They really are. They're absolutely adorable. I finally commit. I just realised I hadn't glued down my title. So I cut my title on my Cricut and I didn't write down the font. I apologise. Normally I have the font written. No, I didn't write it down. Okay, so you've got to stick around until the end bit. This is not a very long video, by the way. This is a pretty quick one. So you've got to see how I pull it together. What I ended up doing was doing all of this, and then I went out, had lunch, had a coffee, come back inside, come back into the craft room and looked at it differently and realized, okay, I think I know what I need to do here. Now, I don't know if this was I like how this looks now once I put the black splodges on it. Now, this is NUVO crystal drops. They're in ebony black. They're nice and glossy and shiny, so it goes with the title. The black ties in with the black, and it's difficult for you to get the gist of it with the lights beaming down on it at the moment. But when I do the close-up at the end, you can see the difference, the way it sits. And now I was having trouble with the fact that the mica powder was two-dimensional, trying to be three-dimensional. That's what it was trying to do. But the black underneath was messing with it. It just wasn't working. So by putting that over the top, look, in an ideal world, I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have, quite honestly, next time I will do the whole letter black and then put the mica on top, and I will be much happier with that, I'm sure of it. So I decided to go around with a border, and then once I had done this, that's when I went and had lunch, because I went, right, just stop, go, come back, have a rethink, have a regroup, and that's what I did. This is when I decided, right, I know what I need to do. I probably could have just put more texture paste on it, but I actually really like how this comes out. So I'm going around with my stencil, and I'm actually using my Jelly Roll pen. I'm not a fan of them, to be quite honest. I prefer the Uniball Signo Broad pen for a nice white. I know everyone raves about Jelly Roll pens, but I don't know what the hype is. I really don't. To me, they're a really thin, you can see the line, like it leaves a nice line, but I prefer the Uniball Signo Broad because it leaves you a nice thick pigment line, and you can see the line of the bricks is done with the Jelly Roll, and the border that I've drawn in there, that's the Uniball Signo Broad. That's the difference between the two. It just hits differently. That's all I can really say. So I'm going around and I'm doing this, and I'm liking it a lot more. So it's getting a bit more of a sort of street vibe to it, and that I loved. Now, this is where it comes together and my brain starts to kick back into gear. Even though I'm feeling under the weather, it starts to work. Now, this is a Stabilo All Pencil. If you do not know what a Stabilo All Pencil is, because you may not have delved into a lot of the wet media side of things, a Stabilo All Pencil is exactly what it says. The brand is Stabilo, and you can actually get a Stabilo All Pencil in red, green, blue, black, white, and there may be another couple of colours in there. But what they do is they literally write on all surfaces, and you can wet it and it activates, and it is amazing stuff. Now, the thing that I like about a Stabilo All Pencil, black I love because it leaves you a really luscious, a really lush, deep, intense colour when you wet it. In this situation, the Stabilo All in the white is giving me a really good shadow. So I'm actually doing the highlight rather than the low light. So I'm adding some color to these bricks and it's just giving it a different texture. And that I really, really like. Could I have used my, a Stabilo oil pencil is very, very, very soft, okay? Compared to the distressed watercolor pencils that I absolutely love and adore as well. I would say it's a different animal. Like, they're just two very different products. Even though they're both pencils, the distressed watercolor pencil is a very hard pigment in a woodless pencil, and it is fantastic, and I love them. In this situation, I needed a pencil that I could literally use as a pencil and color in to get the depth in the bricks. So that's why I like these. Now, Stabilo All, for my Aussie counterparts, you can get them from, let me think. You can get them from a couple of different places. Let me think. You can get them from Officeworks if your Officeworks is any good. Mine is not great. It's a bit hit and miss. I think I ordered mine from, my last lot I got from Amazon, I think. Natalie May, she sells them. If you're down in South Australia, well, anywhere in Australia, but Natalie May sells them. I'm not sure. I don't think Crazy Craft Obsession have them. I'm sure she's used them, but I don't think they have them in their store. Let me think. Crafty Divas, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. Look, I got mine from, my last lot I got from Amazon AU, and I'll tell you what, guys, I don't have an affiliate link with Amazon. So I don't have an affiliate link with Amazon, but just letting you know, that's where I order it from because I get free postage. So this is the close-ups for you guys. Check out all that grunge. See how the color shifting, it works a lot better and it looks really cool when you're up close with it. Like I said, I'll do it differently next time and see how I like that. And you can see the bricks up close. I really like how this one turned out in the end, even though it was a little bit of a labor of love to get it to totally work properly, but it's all good. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things, all that sort of stuff. I'd love a comment, a like, subscribe. Don't forget, I've got the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description if you'd like to help support the channel. Other than that, I will be back tomorrow with another video, and let me know, is this something that you would like to see more of? Is this more, would you like to know more things like where I buy things and what things I use in my stash? Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back tomorrow with another video. Bye for now.